What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're back in the shop today, assuming from the title, putting all this shit in. Sorry if I had to pick up the camera earlier, but I took out the intercooler piping off, I took off my old fuel pressure regulator off, and I put the new one in there already. I'm just mocking it up. I'm using the same two bolt holes that were just sitting there, so I didn't want to drill new holes and then puncture my bag or something, so I just kind of kept it like that, and then use the old fuel pressure regulator bracket bolts, and I just made myself a new bracket, kind of. You can see that. There we go. But yeah, now I'm starting making my lines and putting the fuel pump in. Gas tank covers removed for the fuel pump, and then that was called crossover tube. I gotta put this line in there that goes into, what's it called, 3/8 into -6. So I can put a line from there to the other side. So I already took that line off. It's pretty much this one. So what you're gonna have to do is try to do one hand, remove the blue clip from inside, slide it on in, clip it. That's the old line, and then put the other piece on there like so. There we go. See? And voila, have a -6 in there ready to go, and then crossover line. So let me get the fuel pump out, and then we'll start putting the fuel pump in and whatnot. All right, so I got this assembled already. Put the fuel level sensor on. Just follow Batterbuild's instructions. Literally the exact same thing he did. So just go back to this video and watch that. But yeah, guys, it's pretty cool. I like it. And I'm about to put it in the car, and then I'll get back with you guys in a minute. All right, guys, we're fast forwarding the lot today. I know you guys wanted to see how I routed these, which I'm gonna show you guys the way I routed it, but literally copied everything Batterbuild did. So except for the cob fuel rails, and you can see that, but you know how we have two Ys. One, the actual cob is -6, -6 to -6. Well, I bought one from Vibrant, -6, -6 to -8, which on the -8 line, the fuel pressure regulator sensor goes to the fuel pressure sensor, and then -8 goes all the way down. Fuel filters down there. I'm gonna race the car real quick. Anyways, there's the fuel filter, the feed. So all this line is still feed, and then right here where it goes fuel pump 1, fuel pump 2, fuel pressure sensor for and fuel pressure switch, so you can turn the second pump on and whatnot, and then it goes to -8, the fuel filter, and then to the fuel rails. The return line is that outer one. Same thing, just under here, which is the way that heat shield's gonna be in the way, so I won't hit anything. And it goes up, fuel pressure regulator, which by the way I forgot to get 2 male fittings. And then there we go. Back down. And then fuel pressure regulator, like I said, kind of made my own custom bracket, as you can see that, so I don't have to drill any holes in there. Fuel gauge is kind of hidden now, fortunately, but whatever. You still kind of see it from an angle. There it is. But then it goes to there, and then to the flex fuel sensor, and then back to the fuel rails. So I'm doing the wiring now. I skipped the next day actually, because what's it called? Ran out of time at the shop. So anyways, I got all this wiring and shit right here. So what I did first, they give you this long ass red wire, which is, I already passed it through. Passed it to the passenger side because I already have hella shit on the driver's side. So I passed it through under the carpet, under there, and it came up here next to my speaker, my sub wire. You can see that. Here, let me see. Right there. Wipes in the phone. It goes all the way through, whatever. And then I made it come around, which I'm gonna tuck this under the battery itself, like so. I'm done yet. And then they gave me this little bracket piece where you can put this one in here, and then put this in here, and then to the positive. And then from there, all right, guys. So the little module thing that came with the iWire kit, It's right here. Right there. There's the module. You gotta hook it on back there. By the way, we have subs and what's it called? Electronic setup. Good luck, cause this shit is hard as fuck. But that, and then one of the wires connects to it. Well, two wires connect to it. One of them is for the, what's it called? Fuel pump module, which is back there. You can see that. Right under this right there. So if you pull the right side out, everything's right there. So you're gonna just connect it, and then it's gonna give you like a piggyback where you connect, kind of like the cop flex wheel kit and whatnot, where it has like one connector for that and the other connector for the actual harness. So the actual harness is this one right here, that one, and then it kind of wires into one the harness, the other module that comes with the kit right there. So one goes to the thing over there, and then the other one goes to the harness, and then the other one goes to the module they provide. And there's another wire, which is this one, also connects to that module. So I guess that's for the secondary pump or so. So let me continue everything else and I'll let you guys know. All right, anyways guys, so they give you a relay with the fuel pressure sensor kit, the one that goes under the car. So you guys can see that, it goes under the car. So they give you one of those, right? And then you just plug it into, well, I've got a self-tapper, plug it up, put it to the frame. Yes, it did not go through the body. That would have been funny as fuck if I did, but not really funny. But anyways, yeah, hold on. Anyways, I just tapped it in there, and then they give you this orange wire. Shout out to Juan for telling what color it was, because to me it's just black and white.
Colorblind.
But anyways, it goes to that little relay they gave you, or whatever that box is. I think it's a relay. But this thing comes with the pin already, so it's kind of pretty straightforward. So you just unplug it from this one, and then you just plug it back, plug it in, and then voila! There you guys have a connection there. And then I'm trying to figure out where this one goes and these two long ass wires go. I'm pretty sure
to the field.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just pretty long, but we'll see where it goes. I'll get back. Okay, so the yellow wire from the what's it called? What's it called? The relay, can't think of the name of it. It goes to this connector, which goes into the top of the bypass module. That's what it's called. So the module they provide, it goes into that one, and then you just plug it in, turn it over somehow, and then I think it's in.
Still John's fire, or John's fire.
John?
And then ta-da! And then now you pass all this extra wires back to the front, which is a lot of them.
Oh, then that one goes underneath.
Yeah, and then that one goes to the fuel pressure. I don't know. That one that goes into the car, I'll show you guys right now. Alright, so now that you ran those wires back through, which is right here, all these wires right here. So there's a power cable. You gotta hide it somehow, somewhere. But anyways, you gotta make a hole. This is the fuel pump side, by the way, passenger side. Make a hole through it so you can pass this one for the secondary pump, and then these two, which I'm guessing for their primary pump or something like that. I don't know. I'll let you guys know where this is going to go, but you just got to pass these two through so you get power and ground and whatnot, and etc, etc. And then, like I said, this one is going to go down in the car, so I should probably pass that one too, by the way. I'll probably pass it over there, actually, since it's a lot easier. Just pass it through under there, and then, you know, go under the car and plug that shit in. But for now, like I said, I'm gonna just run this through, and also this wire stays out, so it goes to that wire, because that wire is gonna go all the way to the dash over there, and then we're gonna figure out where to plug that in a bit. So I'll get back with you guys once I figure out. Yesterday, where I left off, this was putting the fuse in, right? I believe. I'll look back, but anyways, the fuse, since I already have airbags, gotta get some light in here. So, you know, sorry about my wiring, it's all a bunch of fucking mess. Anyways, so they give you like that end, well, the red wire that's connected to, here, I just want to show you guys. I forgot where I ended off yesterday. You see that long ass red wire that taps into like the main harness? And I ran it through, blah blah blah. under the carpet, etc. Still gotta do some finishing touches on it, you know. But anyways, they give you this added fuse, which is right there, the one on the left, with the 15 amp fuse. So that one is for a cigarette lighter, so you know it will always turn on, so you don't worry about it. If you have airbags, like I said, I'm using the other one. But anyways, for that one, like I said, cigarette lighter, I just put that 15 amp fuse that comes with the kit, and then put the 10 amp fuse on it. It's an added fuse, you know, splice it together, whatnot. And then from there, that's for a secondary pump, I believe, for the relay. From there, the fun part. You can come here and hold this light so I can show you.
Yeah.
Okay, so they give you this connector right here. It comes empty, no tabs. So this is the main harness from the car. There's 2 wires. Diego's gay? No, I'm just kidding. There's 2 wires. I probably should show you the colors, but it's green and brown or whatever. I'm colorblind, so.
Red, babe.
Anyways, this green one or brown one, whatever the color it is,
It's brown.
and this
Brown
blue
and blue.
one for 2018s, they're opposite of each other. So the blue match with the blue, and then the brown match with the black, which is, like I said, is across from each other. Doesn't really matter from what I've heard, because you know, just for fuel level, and they'll still work no matter what, as long as you connect them. You know, you can put the blue one there, whatever. But you know, just match it, blue to blue, black to brown, and then the other 2 is for fuel temp. But shine the light over here,
Where?
like inside here, right there. So then the fuel temp, you just plug those in, even though you don't have them in fuel temp, unless you want to add it later on, which you can. But anyways, there's blue and white wire that come with the harness, with the whole kit. So the white one goes to positive, blue one goes to negative. And then
Recording it. There you go.
and anyways, and the second one, secondary pump, they're labeled. It has pump 2, and that's positive, of course, and then it says ground. So the ground is just a big old wire, and I routed it through here. Looks like spaghetti right now, but anyways, I routed it, and then I just grounded it to the seat belt, both grounds for the main harness. Which my dumb ass, by the way, remember that ground from yesterday that kind of like stopped right here? Remember that, guys? So anyways, that ground was too short, so then I extended it, but my dumbass ran the wire through and then grounded it, right, without even plugging that side in there. So then, you know, I finished everything, etc., and then, you know, I go to prime it. I was like, what the fuck, what's not priming? And then, you know, what's it called, I tried to fucking, you know, I brought my tools out. I got my digital multimeter, got my, you know, what's it called, my test light, which, by the way, Snap-on, thank you, they work like a charm. So I started, you know, testing for power and, you know, ohming it out and whatnot. So then I, you know, I tested for power. I was getting power from the power wire. There was no ground for some reason, so I was like, what the fuck? I was like, maybe the ground's bad or one of these. And then, you know, so then, long story short, I found, you know, that my dumbass didn't plug in the other side. So
Ground wire was
yeah,
still in the box.
the other wire was still in the box, which the box I'll talk about, it was still in here. So it was grounded to this. Anyway, but yeah, so then I fixed it, and then, you know, I had her prime it, and then I checked all the fittings and lines, which, by the way, everything's all good. I forgot to tie down two lines, which I fixed. It was this one and the one of the car, so 85s are coming out everywhere. But everything works, fuel pressure is normal, you know, everything went according to plan. So now I gotta tidy up everything, and then we're ready to get tuned. Well, actually, I'm gonna do this in the next video. Oh my god, it's dead, isn't it? Yeah, it's dead. Sorry, BBA, I haven't charged you in a minute. But anyways, I got this 4-bar map sensor. I'm gonna do that for another video. I'm gonna do my headers too. So for now, just fuel stuff. If you guys have any questions on how I did the iWire stuff, which by the way, iWire, if you're watching this, everything was super easy to install. Like I said, it's just a bunch of wires I gotta clean up. You know, I gotta zip tie shit and, you know, tighten stuff and whatnot. I don't do that for another day. Right now I just want to make sure everything was solid and everything worked, you know. Aside from that, what's it called? Yeah guys, I'm gonna just start putting everything back together, and then so here we go again. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the, where's the flashlight? Yeah, I'll do it right now. You're out. So anyways, to pump 1, oh, it's so hard to focus. Anyways, pump 1 is this one, pump 2 is on this side. I just kind of ran them down. Okay. Right? Don't judge me. I ran all the lines down, except for the crossover. The crossover just kind of went from there, put a hanger through, and then picked the line through over there, and then there she is over there. I'm not big enough for it. Like I said. And then line 1 and 2, kind of dropped it down, going over to that side. And then, what's it called, the return, same thing, going over to that side. And then let me go. Anyways, so 1 and 2, you know, they go into a Y. And then it goes into one big old line, which is just the fuel pressure switch for the second pump. So right now it's just one pump, you know, running fuel. The second one, not yet, like I said, not until it needs it. So until this pressure switch goes on, which by the way, that goes all the way inside there, up there. And then I grounded it. Yeah, let me see, I can show you guys. I grounded it right there. Oh, you can see that. There it is. See, where it's shaved off. I grounded it right there. But anyways, so then both return and feed and go, go, go. And then that one with the fuel filter, that is the, what's it called? That's a feed. And then you go more up there, there's the fuel pressure regulator. I don't know if you can see it, but it's up there. Anyways, it goes straight up, and then I'm just lower down the car and show you guys. So then, you know, it comes up, and then I routed it, the feed line, a big ass one back in there, which there goes another fuel pressure sensor for the fuel pressure regulator. And then it goes into a Y, you know, fuel rails back, and then this line's already had already. And then go to the 85 sensor, from the 85 sensor to the fuel pressure regulator right there. The other side's blocked off, and then it goes down and back into the fuel and blah blah. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Get ready for the next one when I do my headers and the form wrap sensor, and then hopefully we get tuned after that. And you know, drop down in the comments down below how much power you think all this car will make. Subscribe if you guys are new, you guys are excited. And then I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.